Hey pumpkins, welcome back. We are doing lesson 4. This is the last lesson where we're going to be solving these systems by graphing. Then we're going to learn 2 other ways to do it. So as usual, get your paper, your pencil, if you've got it. You might need to take out your lesson 3 notes if you forgot how to know how many solutions there are. Colored pencils if you've got them, graph paper, ruler, protractor. So we are going to determine, sorry, technical difficulties, the solution graphically still. So just like we did in lesson 2, we're just figuring out what is the solution to this system. But this time, like I said, we're going to have to solve for y. Now, do we remember how to solve for y? Some of us yes, some of us no. So I'm going to refresh your memory. First thing you're going to do is you are going to circle y and its coefficient. Again, if you want to set your notes up so they look like mine, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can just put solving for y and then underneath it 1, 2, 3, like we would normally do in our notes. After you circle y and its coefficient, you're going to add or subtract. Sorry, my internet must be bad because it keeps messing up. Sorry. So you're going to add or subtract what's attached to the circle. Circle y and the coefficient variable usually by dividing. But if it's a fraction, you will multiply by the reciprocal. Oh my gosh, I know you hear this tapping. I'm so sorry. I just write really hard. So yeah, get the y by itself, circle it, subtract, divide. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be dividing. So let's try this out. We've got a system here. We need to graph it. Before we can graph it, we need to solve for y. So we're going to take the first equation, the 4x plus y equals 2. Some of you don't need my help. You can go through these examples on your own. But for everybody else, I'm going to walk you through it because like I said before, it's been a while. I'm going to circle the y. Its coefficient is a 1. You want to make sure you get the sign in your circle as well, okay? I need to get rid of what's attached to my circle. Attached to my circle is a positive 4x. I'm going to do the opposite by subtracting 4x on both sides. I let it hang off because I can't subtract an x from something that doesn't have an x. So these are gone. I bring down my y. I'm going to write this in the correct order. So the negative 4x comes first. That 2 is positive, so I put a plus in front of the 2. And now I'm done. The y is solved for. That's finished. The second equation, I have 2x minus 2y equals 6. I circle the negative 2y. I need to get rid of this 2x by doing the opposite, so I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. I bring down my negative 2y. Don't forget that negative. Sometimes you guys just don't see them. There's a negative there. Bring this down in the correct order. 6 is positive. I have one more step. I need to get rid of this negative 2 by dividing everything by negative 2. Negative 2. Don't forget the negative. Negative divided by negative is positive, so this is just x. Positive divided by negative is negative 3. So now I have 2 lines that are ready to be graphed because I have them solved for y. That's what we're going to do next. So I'm just going to rewrite those equations so I can graph them easily. The first one was negative 4x plus 2, and the second one was x minus 3. So y-intercept, positive 2, negative 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my first line. Second line we'll do in red. We start at the y-intercept of -3, up 1 over 1. There it is. There's the point of intersection. They were asking how many solutions. Because these lines intersect, that means they have one solution. And I'm always going to write what that solution is. It is the ordered pair 1, -2. Moving on. Again, determine number of solutions. And we do have to graph it, okay? So first example, we're solving for y. I'm going to go ahead and write it here. X minus 3y equals -6. I'm going to circle the -3y. I need to get rid of a positive x. I'm going to subtract. I'm going to bring down this -3y. I'm going to bring these down in the correct order. Now I'm dividing. This leaves me with y. There's a 1 here. Negative divided by negative is positive, so I have a 1/3, and then my x. Negative by negative is positive 2. I'm going to go ahead and graph this now. Y-intercept is positive 2. Slope is 1, 1, 2, 3, 1/3, up 1, 1, 2 over 3, up 1 over 3. Next line, I'm going to wait to graph them because I know my line won't be super straight. We have 2x minus y equals 3. Circle the y and its coefficient. Get rid of that positive 2x. Bring down your negative y. Bring these down in the correct order. Now we divide by that -1 because I need positive y, not negative y. Negative divided by negative is positive. Positive divided by negative is negative. So y-intercept is -3. Sorry, my doorbell's ringing. Then we go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2. I go all the way until I see them intersect. So that is the point. What point is that? 3, 3. Oh, but they said how many solutions, right? So this is also in the box. Make sure you draw your lines as best as you can. Back to blue. This line's flatter because its slope was a fraction. Okay? A couple more examples. Again, determine number of solutions. Here we've got an interesting looking equation. Sometimes they do stuff like this just to throw us off. They put everything on the same side, right? We're used to having a number or something, a variable on the right. They put everything on the left. No big deal. We still circle the y and its coefficient. We're still going to get rid of everything that's attached to the circle. We have an x and we have an 8 attached to the circle. We got to get rid of them. So we subtract, we subtract the x and we subtract the 8. Both sides, minus x minus 8. Bring down your -2y. Bring down your -x and your -8. Get this y by itself, so we're going to divide by -2. This leaves me with, there's a 1 here, remember? Negative divided by negative is positive, so I've got 1/2. Negative divided by negative is positive. I've got a 4. Let's go ahead and graph that now. Y-intercept is what? Positive 4. Slope up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Going to go the other direction just in case because I don't know what that line looks like. All right. Switch to your other colored pencil if you have one. We're going to do the second line. -6 minus 2y equals, -x, running out of room a little bit. Circle the y and its coefficient. Get rid of this by adding. Bring down your -2y. Bring down your -x and your +6. Last step is to divide. There's a 1 here. Negative, negative, positive. positive, negative, negative. Graph this one, -3, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. These lines don't look like they're ever going to cross. I believe I've got parallel lines here. So that means I have no solution. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So how many solutions? No solution. And then the symbol for parallel lines. So that's actually it for this lesson. What you're going to do now, you're ready to practice on your own. We're going straight to the independent practice. So you can go to IXL, AA2. You're going to practice till you get to a score of an 80 or higher. Once you're done with your IXL, make sure you actually finish it and get to an 80. That means you're ready for your exit ticket. You only get one shot, so you want to take your time, pay attention, and do your exit ticket when you're ready. All right, that's it.